What up, what up, what up? Gideon, leave it, Charlie, if you can hear me loud and clear. Oh my God, it's that man Marine X back at it again. Let's get it going. Answer that goddamn phone.
I'm here with you, damn it.
And you can slice. You can slice the face. You can slice the chest.
But you know what? It all comes back to one thing.
It's back to fun.
But it's not for children, though. I'm fucking with grown folks right now.
Come on, man.
Raiders, make sure to remind folks to put Q colon in front of their question so that grabs my attention.
Put a Q in front of it.
Brother, this guy stinks!
Goddamn YouTube correctional officers. I hope they pay you well.
Glad everybody stopped by, having a real good time, my guy. Rocky coming through, letting know he shoot goddamn ropes for the bug out.
Pause.
Ron, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a goddamn member. Hey, man, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a goddamn member. Ian, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a goddamn member.
You know, they're gonna be like, he was a good man. Yeah!
Make sure you pedal the like button. Put me back in the goddamn algorithm.
Emotional, damn it.
Fun is definitely what we're going to be heavily focused on.
I think that everybody's on Sabinja's balls. They got them both cupped with the hands, like kind of like this. Like, let me cup them for you.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Chris, you know you got the goddamn hooked on phonics, sir. Here we go. I'm ambidextrous.
What more do you want from me?
I'm not a goddamn mathematician. I don't think Dwayne is here, my resident mathematician. Oh my God, it's that time. Let's get it going, man. Let us get it popping on a Sunday afternoon. I said the damn kids are taking a nap. Congratulations, man. So proud. So proud to actually get them to sleep. Let's talk some man stuff. I said, oh my gosh. Shout out to your boy Kofi, man. Kofi Reviews. He came up with he's on a YouTube live and he said the future of YouTube. And I said, you know what? That made me some thoughts on what is the future of EDC, the community, the stuff we're gonna carry. Where does it go? I feel like it's getting not stale, but things are like, you know, folks are trying to think of different things that are gonna be done. If that makes sense, like what are we gonna do next for materials and all of that good stuff. We'll talk about what I'm carrying today. Maybe it's too early to have some fucking bourbon. I just don't know. Boosie,
Hey, bro, come on now.
Right now we're gonna do an
dog.
energy drink, right?
Come on, man.
I'm trying to be conscious of that shit, Boosie, okay? You know, I'm trying to be conscious of that shit. So first off, we're gonna have a Ghost energy drink. We have the Ghost, what is this? The cherry limeade flavor. The shit is delicioso, okay? It's like goddamn Dora the Explorer, man. This shit is freaking delicious. So we'll have that, and we'll start off with that. I might even spark a stick and all of that good stuff as well. Maybe watch some content. It really just depends. It really just depends. Make sure you put a Q colon in front of your shit. That will gain my attention. A Q colon in front of your shit will gain my attention. Otherwise, it is just a comment. So put a Q colon in front of your comment. Let me slow down because some people say I talk too fast. Put a Q and a colon in front of your comment or your question. Otherwise, it's just a comment in the chat and it won't gain my attention. All right. Now, as a reminder, there's only 2 reasons you get that ass bounced up out of here, man. You say something racist, you say something about my kid. Nothing else is off limits. Nothing. You want to come in my weight, you want to come at comments or videos or content or other things, whatever. It does not fucking matter. But big boy, I can handle it. So mods, just as a reminder, or, you know, porn and all that other type of shit. But that's it. That's the only reason to get bounced up out of here.
Room, nigga.
That's it.
The upper room with Jesus.
No other reasons, man. We got folks saying it's not too early for bourbon. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. But, you know, I might have some stuff to do around the house and all of that good stuff. Alpha Prime, EDC, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a goddamn member. We appreciate that, man. Jake 48, thank you as well for stopping by. Thanks for being a goddamn member. What up? What up? What up? Scott is here as well. Anthony, what up, man? Thank you for kicking the goddamn door in. Kent is here with the popcorn out and the googly eyes, sir. What up, man? Thank you for stopping by as well. Mike and Ike's. Thank you for stopping by, sir, and thanks for being a goddamn member. We always making that shit happen. So it says 3 of our Marine brothers were killed in an Osprey crash today. What? Oh my God, that caught my attention in the chat. Let me just look that up. Let's see. It's so crazy because, let me look that up. It's so crazy because, oh, that sucks, man. You know, just some things that happen in the world and you realize that there's things that are bigger than you. There are things that are bigger than you. 3 Marines killed in a crash in Australia during a training exercise. Seriously wounded in an Osprey crash during a military exercise. You know what? The same thing happened when I was in the Marine Corps. Let me see if I can look it up. It was I think it was 2012. And it was in Morocco. So I was on a deployment. Yeah, here it is right here. So I was on a deployment and I was the contracting officer for a deployment to Morocco. We had a Osprey crash in Morocco and I was on a ship. And when the MV-20, we call it MV-22. We don't call him an Osprey in the Marine Corps, but when the MV-22 went down, they needed contracts written for stuff. They needed contracts written for, you know, freaking porta-johns and for security forces and all sorts of stuff. And I was stuck on ship, and I was the person that wrote contracts. They had to fly me off ship so I could write. It was crazy. And the only people that survived this crash in 2012 were the pilots. Because the way the MV-22s are designed, at least they were back then, is when an MV-22 crashes, right? So when it crashes down, it flips up and actually the cockpit bends up on top of itself. So the pilots in that crash, they broke their legs, but the entire flight crew died. Because unless they're strapped in, the entire flight crew is just in the back of the bird, just kind of doing their thing. So that kind of sucks, man. So, well, prayers up to the family of those that died in the crash in Australia and the other ones that were critically injured during that training exercise, man. It's super dangerous, man. All that type of stuff. Super dangerous. Got a good head on your shoulders, KW, sir. Thanks for joining the goddamn battalion. Battalion Stallion, stand up, ma'am. Fattest goddamn ass on YouTube. You already know what the deal is. We appreciate that, man. You give me that good old diaper money, man. You freaking that damn diaper money, man. You know I got a lot of goddamn.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
3 under 3, man. I got 3 goddamn kids under 3, so we are not playing around. Absolutely not playing around. So we got other folks that are in here as well. Zero Bites is here. William Riley is here. Pocket Phil, sir. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a goddamn member. We appreciate that, man. Everybody else that is here as well. Make sure that you put a Q colon in front of your shit so that it actually gains my attention. Now, what am I carrying today? You know, kind of like the ultimate dad carry. I was gonna wear some freaking floral Bermuda looking shorts.
Hey,
no,
bro,
Boosie,
come on
just
now,
chill out,
dog.
man. Listen, chill out, man.
Come on,
I decided against it. I said, I don't need to be in super dad mode all the time. We're carrying the We Knife banter. Fantastic. I'm a big fan of this knife. I'm a big fan of the action. I think it feels assisted. Is it assisted? I don't know. Can someone let me know? S35VN steel. The action on the banter is so good. It's so freaking good that it almost feels like it's an assisted knife. It's not. I don't think it is. Because even if I push it out slowly like that, it's not trying to whip itself. But it's some freaking nice. I'm a big fan of it. So I have the Baby Banter by Civivi, and also have the Banter by We Knives. I want to get the Big Banter. I keep hearing the good things about that thing. Still carrying the Voltsteed in combination with the Raylight combination for the Rook. This thing is getting all sorts of hype. It's good, okay? I don't know if the prices started to come down yet, because last time I checked, I think the price was north of $60. I don't know if I would spend that on this. The pocket clip's a little bit too chunky for me. But once you get past the chunky ass pocket clip and how warm this thing gets, if you use it anything other than the low lumen modes, this thing's pretty good. It does have all sorts of strobe modes, and I like it a lot. But my biggest thing why I like this thing so much is the low lumen mode. That extra creeper mode when I'm coming from inside the house to, you know, going back to the room, creeping on there, trying to fill on Mrs. X goddamn booty or some shit like that. I'm
bro,
just,
come on now, dog.
Boosie, come on now. Let's just keep it fucking real, man.
Come on, man.
You know, Mrs. X got that goddamn on. She got that bedazzle behind her. So sometimes I need to get in there and not wake her up, because I don't want to freaking mess up my whole goddamn shot. I don't want to mess up the opportunity, man. It's just, I don't want to, you know, not trying to kill the opportunity to make this shit happen all over the place. Q Cole in front of your shit. Mike and Ike says it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Simplify, sir. Thank you for stopping by, man. Hope X and you and your family are having a good weekend. Pretty good weekend, man. The middle daughters at cheerleading. The other kiddos are sleeping. At least I think they're sleeping. Let me fucking check and see if they're actually still not tearing my goddamn house apart. No, they're still asleep. You know what I'm saying? What are you guys carrying in your pocket today? Are you mostly at home just chilling? So the orange pen, check out the Lamy Pico or the 511. Huh. Let me look that up real quick. Then I want to talk about kind of what the future is of damn EDC. Because it's getting, you know, it gets a little stale. So this freaking Lamy is damn bright. I don't think I featured an orange. Shout out to you, man. I didn't feature an orange pen exactly. I featured the copper pen by Bastion, but that's not orange per se. But this fountain, I don't know about fountain pens, man. Just fountain pens, unless you guys can suggest a fountain pen that dries really fast for me. So I write with my right hand, but the way I support my paper, my left hand is heavily involved when I write, and a lot of times I smear ink if it doesn't dry fast enough. And I think that's my experience with fountain pens, is that, you know, I oftentimes think it's going to be a fantastic idea, and then I go to use it and it just doesn't dry fast enough. So 511 has a tactical pen as well. I didn't even know that. Learning has freaking occurred, man. Did not have a clue. Had no clue. Very freaking well. Right? Lorraine has one. Lamy has one. Fisher Space. Look at all this shit, man. I hate myself. There's so much stuff I could have known and could have did. Oh, my God. It is what it is, man. Mike and I says a through night Neutron 2C that has the 0.5 lumens Firefly mode. I love it. That 0.5 lumen, if you can give me 1 lumen or half a lumen on your flashlight, you're going to have me by the fucking balls, man. I'm just saying, you're going to have them freaking just clasped and cupped in your goddamn hand. There's just no way that I can get away from it. It's too great. So let's just talk a few minutes about the future of EDC. Well, the first thing, like when it comes to EDC, what is everyday carry? It's something I think about all the time. Like, what does it mean to like do everyday carry, be an everyday carry? Like, why? What's the purpose behind it? And so the biggest thing for me is, I think that it's a degree of usefulness, being prepared, and self-reliance. Usefulness, being prepared, and self-reliance. And I think that we're kind of doing all those things in tandem with everyday carry stuff, even if you're not, quote unquote, in the everyday carry community. Mrs. X has her everyday carry crap. She has a hero clip to her keys. She does have a pocket knife, but she forgets it every now and again. She has her phone and a wallet. That's her everyday carry. Now, does she feel naked without her fucking pocket knife? No. Do I feel like a whole noob without one? Yes. That's why I literally have redundancies. But when it comes to everyday carry, the first thing is usefulness. What are the things that are you carrying? What is their utility factor? How useful are they? A knife is pretty fucking useful for opening packages, doing stupid stuff with it, like using the tip to pry stuff apart. Okay, you probably shouldn't do that shit. I understand that, Boosie, but I'm just saying.
Bro,
okay.
come on now, dog.
The usefulness is
Come
there,
on, man.
right? And then we also have being prepared. So once you have your first part of EDC where you have maybe your wallet, you have your keys, you have your knife, then you start thinking, am I prepared for everything I think I might run into this day? Should I add anything to it? Am I adding stuff like, you know, a multi-tool, a pry bar? Do I need that stuff? That's a possibility. How self-reliant do you really want to be? My level of self-reliance in EDC is extremely fucking high. It's like high as goddamn giraffe pussy type high. I'm just saying it needs to be fucking high. Okay.
Bro, what are you talking about?
No,
man?
really. I need my self-reliance in EDC for myself is high. So I carry a lot of shit. My truck is fully kitted out with everything from emergency kits to, you know, safety gear, stuff to do my own maintenance on my truck. Or then some folks just rely on, you know, some people just simply rely on the things that come with everything that makes them ready for that day. So the purpose of EDC is really up to you. You know, there are basic reasons to have stuff in your EDC. And then we have our secondary reasons as well. And those secondary reasons, we gotta fucking admit the shit has to do with redundancy and fucking flair, okay? Goddamn flair. I know you've seen that movie Office Space. How much fucking flair do you have? Right? How many pieces of flair do you have? What does that mean to you? So for me, pocket art and pocket trash is not a heavy, you know, something that I'm heavily reliant on. But I do have flair in my EDC. I like analog watches. Normally I wear different rings. I ain't got none of them on today. You know, so stuff like that in regards to being for your EDC preparedness, your flair, your redundancy. I'm a guilty as everyone else of redundancy on top of redundancy. I'm guilty of everyone else of redundancy on top of redundancy. My EDC kit that I carry with me every day, if I were to forget that, for some reason, it constitutes some type of fucking emergency. Why? I don't know. Then I have in my truck, like, oh, if I forget my normal kit, then I got my secondary kit. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's going to be up to you. But when it comes to that level of flair, it's really just on the totem pole of where you're at, right? Do you want just a basic micarta or plastic scales in your knife? Are you going to be all the way up to that God tier titanium? Are you somewhere in between? Do you just need some shit that's going to cut and you're okay with the utility knife number 11? You know, you're good to go with a Milwaukee fastback. That's the first thing. So the first thing is, what is the purpose of EDC? So I'm talking about the future of EDC. The first thing is like, what is the purpose of it? But the next thing to think about when it comes to the future EDC is like, how do you define an EDC user? How do you define the EDC user? So from the outside looking in, when I say the fucking outside looking in, we're just a fucking bunch of weirdos.
What?
Okay?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
We're just a bunch of weirdos. According to Vox, there's an article they wrote in 2019. It says, meet the man obsessed with carrying all the right stuff. A lot of us fall in this category. I'll link this up in the chat for you guys to check out. But what they're basically saying in this article without reading it, you know, word for word for you, is like, there are just some that are obsessed with making sure they have the perfect thing, whether it be oversized multi-tools, fat knives, fixies, and everything else, along with the things that they often carry. It just has to be fucking perfect. It just has to be perfect. So for me, I kind of fall in this category. I'm kind of in that man who are obsessed with carrying all the right stuff. But then there's, you know, other folks who see us from the outside looking in, and they say, you know, so some are someone else is looking on the outside looking in. They say, you're just fucking obsessed with carrying the right thing. Then there's those who look at us and say, you're super prepared. You're that fucking guy. You're the guy I want to go with me on the goddamn 7-mile road trip. You never know what's fucking gonna happen, okay? You're always prepared. You're always prepared. It's just like, you know, I kind of get it. It's if someone's on the outside looking in and they were had to define the EDC user, I think it's one of those two categories. Now, comment in the chat if you think it's something else, but you're either considered the person who's always super prepared, or you're considered that fucking weirdo who's always trying to make sure they have the right stuff. And then there's all the folks that are kind of in between. But the future of EDC, for me personally, I think is the diversification of the content creator. So content creators in this space, you know, kind of a lot of folks kind of look the same around here, okay? I would like to see some more diversification in the EDC community when it comes to the content creator. I normally avoid talking about race and stuff like that because folks hear what they want to hear and they kind of spin it and how they kind of heard it and regurgitate it to other folks. But I would love to see more diversification in the content creator community for folks that have over 100,000 subscribers. Just like someone that could just off the top of your head, you name them, and we have them in the community already. Don't get it fucking twisted. Accessorize me. You know, we got Quack in the community. We got myself. There's a lot of other folks, but I want to see more diversification. I'm not just talking race. I'm talking about women. I'm talking about folks that like other sexual orientations. Everybody can give that different input. I think that would help push the content creators. You know, it will kind of push us forward. But that's like the future of EDC when it comes to the content creator. But when it comes to the meetups and stuff like that, I've been to a couple of EDC events, whether it's been the pin events or literally the blade shows. And I want just a pinch more diversification. That would be nice. And I don't want it to be just a bunch of fucking third legs. I'm just saying.
Come on now, dog.
Pause.
I'm just saying.
Come on, man.
There shouldn't be a community of goddamn third legs. So how do we do that? You're encouraging the person that you're with, your friends, your family, people that you love, to try to give it a shot, give it a go. Same thing I do with Mrs. X. Hey, listen, try carrying this knife, try carrying this pepper gel, try this bag out. Maybe you'll like this fanny pack. She's not gonna carry a fucking multi-tool, okay? That's just not gonna fucking happen. That's just not gonna happen. But other things, you know, we can always just try to mix it up as well. So, the future of EDC. First, the purpose, the EDC user, diversification of the content creator. And then next is kind of like a weirder, I don't really know and super understand the future when it comes to what are these companies gonna do to give us the sauce? Are they gonna keep giving us more materials? Like Autumn blows my mind because it's been out for years. I watched Quack's video on it. He did such a great job explaining. I didn't know Autumn was a proprietary, like a brand name or trademark name. I thought that was the name of the plastic or the material. But one thing I would say definitely is if we could just mix it up and give us different materials, that might move us forward, right? More steels, is that the way to go? Possibly. More fidgets, if that's what you're down with. I don't know. I think that as these companies keep expanding and thinking about different things that we want, it definitely helps in regards to what exactly are we wanting when it comes to the future of EDC. I think that I would like to look back 5 years from now and just see like, oh man, can you believe we used to carry X, Y, or Z? Can you believe that shit? What the fuck was wrong with us, man? It's fucking weird. That is some weird sauce. Q colon in front of your shit will gain my attention. A Q colon in front of your shit will gain my attention. Remember, there's only 2 reasons you get bounced out of here. Say something racist, say something about my kids. This is not a reason to get bounced up out of here. It's not. I love the comments, man. Keep them coming along. Listen, I'm going to say one response to the best damn EDC. I hope that you continue killing the EDC game. I want you to blow the back out of EDC. If EDC is a female, I want you to blow her back out. Get her some goddamn back repairs. Continue doing what you got to do, man. Continue to push forward. And that's all I got to really say about that specifically. One thing I would say, absolutely, make sure you absolutely put a Q colon in front of your shit if you want me to see your comment. A Q colon in front of your shit to see your comment. It says the Vote Steed Gator K-Bar. Did we look this up last time? I think we did. Actually, we did. I do remember. Do I still have that open? Let me see here. The Vote Steed Gator. Here we go. Field trip. Ah, yes. Now this thing here, so $69. I don't know if I saw the exact one that you had, but I do remember looking this up last time. I'm gonna save this mainly because I don't have my own. Listen, man, I just want to steal your goddamn idea, man. I just want to steal.
Bro, come on now, dog.
Just like he said. What'd he say earlier?
Come on, man.
What'd he say? He said plagiarism. I want to steal your goddamn idea. Thismatic. I'm gonna steal that shit. Jesse, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a goddamn member. Being prepared is a reason for most of my EDC. I totally agree with that, man. Usefulness, preparedness, and then some folks like to sprinkle in that flair, right? Some folks, they think, you know what I'm saying, they sprinkle in that goddamn flair. For me, once I get to a level of preparedness, then I'm like, okay, I got everything that I fucking want. Do I want to continue to carry this in a nylon bag? Or do I want to step it up to some fucking leather or to some waxed canvas? That's how my mind goes in the world of preparedness. All right, we just addressed this EDC knife and tool. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a goddamn member. Just finished building my new bed frame. Hold on, wait, literally, sir? Out there building that shit? Circular saws and table saws, making that shit happen. Okay, very well. Better to have and not need than not have it all. Sir, you got a good head on your shoulders, okay? How are you gonna break that shit in? It's literally time to break in this goddamn bed frame. Literally. Man, I'm just saying, man. I am just saying. He says, I've got only 2 knives for that flare. I've never carried my Strider SMF and my Medford. I've heard of the Medford Marauder before. I don't think I know I don't own one. But, you know, diversity is definitely needed and it helps everyone involved. I agree with this. It's not just diversity in the way that folks look on the screen, but also just the content that's put out, right? So I recently did a video for everyday carry items for folks with disabilities. A lot of folks reaching out saying, thanks for even broaching the subject. Now, I fucking look like a goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Looking like a goddamn squid with parts of my body cut off because I'm trying my best to come to the subject and the topic with disabilities that are not visible to the naked eye. Yes, I'm a disabled vet. Things that are wrong with my body, but some of the things I'm talking about have to do with dexterity in your fingers. Maybe you don't have use of your legs. Maybe it's a mental disability. Some of those things I just don't have. But still just putting out the content for folks that, you know, years from now they can go back and say, well, is there a knife that I can use that's not a thumb stud because I don't have that much dexterity in my hands? Maybe it's an assisted knife. Maybe it's a knife that's fully automatic or a fixed blade knife, etc., etc. So it just depends. Colonel EDC, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a goddamn member. We appreciate that, man. Steven Rodriguez says, let's go, sir. What up, man? Appreciate you kicking the goddamn door in. Ladies, keep these folks comfortable real quick while I take this goddamn sip. Yeah. I think I need a stick. I gotta just check and make sure the towelers are still asleep. So ladies, just, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all keeping them company for a second.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Okay. Get off that fucking pole. Get off that fucking pole before you hurt yourself. Go watch them goddamn titties. We might need you later on. You'll never know. You never know. What else we got over here, man? Get back to some of these Q colons real quick. Q colon in front of your shit will gain my attention. Let's see. My daughter picked up the EDC bug. For me, she's already hitting me in that donut elementum and taking like 3 of my little... Listen, my daughter, I gave her a Victorinox. I can't remember which specific sack I gave her. I do know that all it had on it was scissors, a file, a knife, and I think tweezers. So overall, I thought, okay, this is gonna quench her thirst. She's always watching my content, or she's asking me about stuff, and like, no. Next thing I know, she's fucking over there. Next thing I know, I see her got like Olight I1R2 Pro in her goddamn pocket. I'm like, okay, good head on your shoulders, ma'am. Good head on your shoulders. What's your favorite Spyderco knife? Probably the PM2. I own a lot of Spyderco knives, but the PM2 is probably something that makes the most sense. Ceiling Nug says, so nothing on the plagiarized content. I think I just talked about it. I hope he continues to push forward. And I hope that everyone continues to just keep knocking the game out and not going to let anything live rent-free in my head. So, also, we got here says, of course, with the wife. Yeah, sir, I would hope so, man. Listen, I'm just saying, give him some goddamn water, some milk.
Some milk.
Quench his goddamn thirst. Quench his goddamn thirst, man. Break that shit in, man. It just be like that. It just be like that sometimes, especially with the fact that we're always trying to think of different ways to diversify things that we have. Are we going to buy something in the future? Are we going to be the ones that actually just make the shit ourselves? Simplify. The fact you made that shit got me fucking bricked up, man. Fucking bricked up, man. I'm just saying, I build shit too, so I get it. So let me see, Sam. So make sure you put a Q call in front of your shit to gain my attention. Let me go here and see if there's any videos I was going to check out. If you missed my exact comments in regards to the future of EDC, rewind the shit on the playback. You can watch it. If you missed my comments on the best damn EDC, rewind the shit and you can check it on the replay. Now here, let's see. I do know that. Oh my God, goddamn Tri-State came out with a goddamn live stream fucking 3 hours. I can't do that shit, sir. I cannot do that shit. That shit is looking like some fucking sauce. It's looking like some goddamn sauce. One thing we can do, you know what just popped up on my screen? Literally, that's damn EDC's Walmart challenge. 16 minutes? I know he's done one of these in the past. It's fucking 16 minutes. I don't know, man. That's kind of fucking long. Let me know. Y'all want to watch best damn EDC's Walmart challenge? Drinking problem. Okay. I know there was another one, and I think that Captain Ricky came out with a new god tier looking knife. What are y'all thinking? The best damn EDC's Walmart challenge, or is there another? Drop us some comments in the video for anything else to specifically check out. Let me check this one out while we're waiting on that. What to carry while flying? Now here's the thing, man. I have like a TSA approved. I have like this TSA approved, you know what I'm saying, video that I've done in the past, but I haven't tried it out in a while. This is I like that video that did. Yeah, I saw his old one. I haven't seen the new one yet. His old one made sense. He says he's seen something else. Yes, I haven't seen this one yet. I do like that Talon's mixing it up. He does a lot of content about his vehicles, and then he's also has the content in regards to his EDC as well. But this is proof that everything in this pouch he fucking got through TSA. So they're either a bunch of freaking bums or he is just freaking nifty like Grifty, okay? Now, without him even mentioning it, I think because I just purchased this fucking pouch. I think that's the Alpaca Urban City Slicker or some shit like. I just bought this. I just purchased it. Like literally just purchased it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Field trip. Literally just bought the shit. And I did it for a level of redundancy. Yeah, the Alpaca Metro pouch. That's what it looks. I don't know if that's what he has on him. He might be wearing an actual sling, but it looks like the Alpaca. A lot of Alpaca pouches have that same like side rails on the side to keep your shit from falling out. But I bought the Metro pouch to keep in the armrest of my truck. So let me jump into this, man, because I know I pause a lot. It would take for fucking ever, man. Freaking stuff and things, man. The buck knife. I didn't know they sold buck at Walmart. I know that they got Swiss Tech on deck. Of course, they got Ozark Trails. They got fucking Mossy Oak. That shit is fucking trash. Fucking hate that shit.
He needs some milk.
What's going on, everyone? Back with another episode of Stuff and Things. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to be flying from Colorado out to Pennsylvania.
Okay, so I like the premise to see what the type of shit you get through there.
To visit family for just a few days, and I figured this would be the perfect time to bring you guys an everyday carry as I'm flying, like an airport EDC. Now, obviously, I don't fly every single day. I honestly try to avoid plane travel as much as possible.
I mean, you got a whole fucking souped up RV, sir. Come on now. Or van life, my bad. Get the shit right. So yeah, of course you're not flying every day. Hell, if I had that nice setup, I wouldn't fly every day either.
But sometimes I just have to hop on a flight to get somewhere. So what we're looking at today obviously isn't an everyday carry. However, it is what I bring with me basically every time I fly. Now, one of the main things that I do when I fly is I try not to check a bag.
Yes, I am the same way. Now, sometimes I have to check a bag. And if I have to check a bag, yes, I'm going to carry a regular pocket knife. Will make it into that check bag. But if I'm not able to do that, normally I take the only thing that's close to a blade is, I think the Leatherman Style PS has a pair of scissors on it. Field trip. If I'm not mistaken, Leatherman Style PS. No, that's not it. I can't fucking remember what it's called. It doesn't have a fucking blade in it. I know it has a pair of scissors, but that definitely makes it through TSA. Let's just see what he got.
As much as possible. I hate dealing with airports. I really just hate air travel because you're so limited on what you can bring, and you got to stick with all these guidelines. Obviously, there's a lot of tools that I would typically be carrying that I can't carry with me. Bags get lost all the time. So if I'm...
Y'all ever had a lost bag? Listen, y'all ever had a lost bag when traveling? My wife lost her bag during our honeymoon. I never thought that the misplacement or the losing of a bag will be an entire cock block.
What?
I just never fucking thought. No, I didn't think that.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
She lost her bag. We were on our way to Italy. They lost her bag in Germany. We had a connection in Germany. She didn't get her back for fucking 4 days. We had to go buy her clothes. She had all these outfits planned out and shit. She wasn't fucking able to wear them. That shit was a whole fucking impediment, man. Headache and a half. Fucking British Airways. I get it.
I'm traveling somewhere by plane and it's going to be less than 7 days, so about a week, I will generally not check a bag. This trip is only going to be from Friday to Sunday.
Okay, so what bag is this? Okay, let me see if I can guess. I don't fucking know. Let me just see. I think this is a Vertex Ready Pack 2.0. That's my fucking guess. Vertex Ready Pack 2.0.
So I have packed everything that I need in this Vertex EDC Ready Pack right here. Good.
Sir, give me a goddamn attaboy in the chat, man. Just give me a fucking attaboy in the chat. Give me an attaboy in the chat. Okay? I'm not a bag wizard. You know what I'm saying? Stroke the goddamn ego sometimes. I get it, man.
Old Faithful backpack. I've done a lot of videos on.
I fucking love that pack. Listen, I'm not going to lie to you, Talon. I love it. It's been retired because I'm doing reviews on other bags, but if I had to, if you came to me and said, X, you can only have one bag, like backpack, That would be fucking it. It would be it.
On these in the past. And luckily I do not have to film on this trip, so I just have a few work items minus my camera gear. So
I mean, that's the like full-time YouTube. It's like, he just said have to film. That's a hard statement. Like, have to film. It's like, me personally, it's like, do I want to film? Bronny says this video from a few, sir, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a goddamn member. Yeah, I think it's from, 4 months ago. I haven't watched it though. So it's new to me. If you've already seen it, you know what I'm saying? Grab your goddamn popcorn, be a part of the toilet squad.
as you can see, this bag is packed fairly lightly. I just have a few changes of clothing in here for about 2 to 3 days, toiletries underneath there as well, and then my MacBook, which is what I do all of my editing with while I'm on the road. And then the main thing that I'm using for work, but also entertainment while
iPad mini, fucking love my iPad mini, man. I'm using the iPad mini right now to read chat.
I'm on my flight is my iPad mini. I've used all different types of tablets and iPads, different sizes for what I do for work. Obviously a lot of photo editing, thumbnails for videos and things like that. Started with the large iPad, scaled down to the mid-size, and then eventually I went down to the mini, and I absolutely love this thing. It has like the magnetic cover on here so you can use it as a kickstand to watch movies on your flight. The iPad mini for me is a perfect size because I don't need a whole lot of computing power. I'm really just watching movies on my flight, sometimes drawing in Procreate, and making thumbnails, editing photos, things like that.
Yeah, I basically think that's what I'm using mine for. Popcorn on the toilet, sir. What is going on with me, man? My bad. Fucking shit just popped in my head. Dwayne, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a goddamn member. Shit just popped. Maybe I need to drink some fucking bourbon. I don't fucking know, man. Maybe I need to fucking sip. Cause apparently, talking about some goddamn popcorn on the toilet. My bad.
I do have the Apple Pencil here because I use that with photo editing software and things like that. So really dig this.
Yeah, I completely, listen, I had the iPad Pro, which I still have, but my go-to is the iPad mini. The Pro is just, my MacBook does everything I needed to do. I'm streaming on a Mac mini. And it's like, if I'm not using the Mac mini for streaming, or if I'm not on my MacBook Pro for work, the best thing for me is the fucking iPad mini. It works well in bed. I don't look like a whole scumbag next to my goddamn wife watching a video or some shit.
This iPad, and that's about all that I'm carrying in my backpack. But in a few recent videos, a lot of people have seen me carrying a new pack, and they're like, hey, what is that thing on your chest? If I did happen to check a bag, say this one right here, and I did not have this with me on the flight.
So Steven says carrying the Spyderco Para 3, the Olight Baton 3 Pro, the Leatherman Skeletal. Oh, that reminds me. Listen, guys, if you're listening to this either live or during the replay, if you're a winner of the 50K giveaway, hashtag fucking bar, sir. If you're a winner of the 50K giveaway, Mrs. X sent out an initial email. She's got a lot of responses. I think she gave until Tuesday, this upcoming Tuesday, to respond. So check your spam, because if she doesn't have a response, she's gonna next try to reach out to you on Instagram or whatever social media you gave. But check your spam, because everything's getting mailed out after we don't want to make multiple trips to the post office. So we're giving you till I think Tuesday. Then we're gonna take everything that we have and take it all and mail everything out at once. So if you're a winner, make sure that you make sure you respond so we can get your information going.
The only bag that I would have with me is this right here, which I've been carrying and testing out for.
Oh my God, Blasto Supreme says the mini is great. I wish Apple made an iPhone Pro mini, would be the perfect pair. Let me tell you something. So my work phone is an iPhone. My main phone is I have a Google Pixel 7. That's my main phone, but my job gave me an iPhone. And it's an iPhone 13 Pro or some shit like that. But before that, I had an iPhone 12 mini. I fucking love that phone. The size was great. The battery was fucking trash as fuck. But other than that, the phone was so phenomenal. Content creation was a fucking beast. All that. If they made a Pro, mini Pro, oh, fucking just take my goddamn money. Just fucking take the shit, man. Just take the goddamn money. Easy. 100%.
For a few months, and I really enjoy this pack. This carries all of.
Wait, did he say the name of it? Did I miss it? Let me go back a little bit.
Me on the flight, the only bag that I would have with me is this right here, which I've been carrying and testing out for a few months, and I really enjoy this.
Well, that's definitely not the pouch I just showed you, but it looks like it's by Alpaca.
This carries all of my essentials for when I'm traveling by plane, but also I find myself using this just kind of like daily in my life right now. Now, one of the last EDC style videos that I brought you guys was talking about carrying your everyday items.
Wait, Field Trip, does he have that linked in the description? Modular pack, Alpaca gear. So he doesn't have that specific one linked. Let me go back here real quick. Okay, so what I said was the Metro pouch. This Metro pouch is definitely not a sling, so maybe he's talking about something else.
In like a little pack, and I wasn't really sold on it. It didn't really fit my lifestyle. I generally like having things in my pocket. However, when I'm running around and I have like a bunch of errands going on, I find myself using this pack quite often. You've seen it around my chest and shoulder, on my back in a bunch of recent videos, and a lot of people hate on dudes who carry bags like this. They're like, oh,
dude, why don't you just have a purse?
and
I listen, I don't know how many people are actually hating on us. I would say us in the community that carry bags like that. I don't think that's a prolific thing. I don't think that's a huge thing. Like, Talon, in my mind, I am getting fucking made fun of a lot. In my head, I am, right? So like, if I carry this shit around, this is the nutsack double admin pouch, right? But I have it currently with the little rope system, and sometimes I'll put it on and wear it like Indiana Jones style. And so when I carry it like this, in my head, I'm thinking, oh, someone's gonna say I'm carrying a fucking Merce. Someone's gonna say I'm carrying a fucking purse or some shit like that. But in actuality, I don't fucking think people fucking care. I think they don't. But you know, but at the end of the day, maybe you shouldn't care, because I don't think Talon cares, and I don't fucking care. So if you think I'm carrying a fucking Merce or some shit like that, then that's kind of for you to fucking pound sand, my guy. I'm just saying.
get that mentality if you think carrying a bag with you every day doesn't jive with your masculinity or whatever. Cool, good for you. I find this thing super useful.
Sir, so well said, sir. I can appreciate that shit, man. I'm just saying. Are you not entertained? Hit that like button. Are you not entertained? I mean, like, he's so right. If you think it does not jive with your masculinity, then maybe you are one of those that are accused of having toxic masculinity. I just don't fucking care. You know what I'm saying? Quite frankly, I just don't fucking care. Chris, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a goddamn member. We appreciate that shit, man. I carry all sorts of slings, different ways, fanny packs.
So this right here is the modular sling pack coming from Alpaca.
Okay, so it's the modular sling pack. Good trip. Let's go here real quick. The modular. So he just linked the website. Okay. I don't want to have to go digging for it specifically, but it looks like it's a decent size. Like, if you can compare it, with the size of his sunglasses.
Gear, and this is a company that I've known about for a while, and I didn't have any experience with their product.
I think you're the same way. Alpaca has been in the chat plenty of times. People have told me about it in comments on videos, you know, but they've sent me one product in the past. I didn't do a video about it, and I ended up giving it to a friend. No video, sight unseen, nothing. And so I told myself, I was watching one of Quack's videos one day, and he was doing this review on some Alpaca bag. I was like, man, that shit looks fucking kind of fire. I didn't get the exact bag that Quack had, but I ended up getting that Alpaca Metro sling mainly because, or Metro pouch, because I wanted to have a piece of redundancy in my truck just in case I ever forget my normal EDC pouch or EDC carry. There are times, you know, my daughter needs to be run to school. I run out the house real quick. All I have is my wallet, and I forget a fucking knife or some shit. You wouldn't believe the shit, but
bro, what are you talking about?
You know, I run out the house, I take her to school, and I tell myself I'm gonna also run to the grocery store. Next thing I know, I'm at fucking Costco, and I don't have a knife on me. So I bought this for redundancy to keep in my truck. Okay, I just don't want to be naked without the shit. That makes sense.
products. However, this thing is super high quality. On the outside here, you will of course see my shades. A lot of people ask what sunglasses I wear pretty much in every single video. These are the William Painter levels. I've been wearing these.
So one thing I would say, I don't know if his glasses are high end. Field trip, let's see. My son, I like to wear, they're unavailable, huh? I wonder how much these are. So, oh my God, these are $249 in June. That is a fucking, that is a titanium polarized sunglasses. What? Titanium sunglasses?
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I knew of no such thing. William Painter, the level titanium polarized. I like polarized sunglasses, not when I'm driving, but I do like polarized sunglasses. But goddamn,
sunglasses for quite a long
now I do own a lot of fucking Ray-Bans. I'm saying fucking goddamn, like I don't fucking
time.
know.
They're polarized. They have a titanium frame. They are not cheap, but I'm pretty
Okay, you just fucking explained all that, sir. I did a goddamn field trip. I should have fucking just waited a second, okay? Should have waited.
good with not losing or breaking sunglasses. So these are my favorite shades, and I'll leave a link for this and everything else in the description down below. I don't think I've ever answered that on video. People are always like, yo, what shades you wearing? William Painter levels. So now for the pack itself, bright orange and black, of course.
Over-engineered sun. You know what? You might be right, because at the end of the day, Dwayne says over-engineered sunglasses. There are some things that can be fucking over-engineered. So what would be the argument of having titanium sunglasses, right? So if you, I guess the argument would be if you work on a work site, there are certain hardness of the actual, I don't know about the frames, but the actual lenses of some glasses on a construction site have to be a certain level. I don't know what they are. Put in the chat if you know what they are, but like on work sites, you have to wear a certain level of hardness for your sunglasses. His being polarized, I don't know if his meet that spec. Can he wear them on a job site? You know what I'm saying? Can I wear them on a job site? I own like 4 pairs of these, Dwayne. I'm right there with you, which they are fucking pricey though. I'm not.
Of course, I'm on an orange kick lately, so I believe this was like an exclusive colorway coming from Alpaca. They may still be available. The pack is relatively.
Yeah, I've noticed Alpaca drops colors like that a lot. They just dropped like this purple and pink, or no, this pink line on their website. I saw it on their Instagram as well. The shit was kind of fucking fire.
Small, but it also has some good width to it because I do have a lot of gear in here. On the back side here, you will notice a strap which you can throw over your shoulder. You can kind of wear this thing up front on your chest.
One thing I like about Alpaca and the way that they do slings, this looks like one of their slings where you can buy an additional piece and take that under his left pectoralis major there. Okay, I'm not trying to freaking point out his goddamn titty. Okay, I'm just saying. Look at his left pectoralis major, the right side of your screen where there is no sling hook. They sell hooks that go underneath that pectoralis minor, and it would keep the bag stable if you were to bend over, if you were to turn and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Z87. I knew it was some shit like that. I knew it, Steven. Z87. There are companies that are coming out with Z87 sunglasses just to be cooler, right? And there's a lot of companies coming out with them. One of the biggest one that I've heard of, I heard it on the Den of Tools, was Heatwave. This is like the biggest one that I know of, where they're putting out all sorts of sunglasses which are Z87 protection, but they still meet the requirements or whatever the fuck the requirements are, right? And so his sunglasses cost $249. Now, these Z87 sunglasses by Heatwave are $60. This is something that, other than their big ass logo on the side of the glasses, this is something that you can wear on the job site. So if these cost $249, maybe I could justify that shit. I don't know. But $249. Now I'm saying this shit like I don't own a fucking bunch of Ray-Bans over there. Okay, I get it. I fucking understand that shit. But the only thing I'm saying about your glasses, Talon, I love you, is this: your glasses look like a lot of other fucking glasses. I can go get a pair of glasses I bought on Amazon, cost me like $20. They look just like yours.
chest or on your side or even on your back, depending on what you find most comfortable. And then there are also 2 Velcro straps here, which allow you to strap this to your
Yeah, that's definitely not like mine. Mine only has 1 Velcro strap at the very bottom where his ring finger is. Mine has 1 Velcro strap.
your backpack. So since I'm traveling around with my Vertex backpack here, I can actually run these straps through the MOLLE webbing or just complete.
Jeff, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a goddamn member. He says it changes when you get a little bit older and need prescriptions as well. Listen, I want to be cool. I do have to wear glasses sometimes when I work on computers a long time, but
around the backpack straps, and then it kind of just gives you a quick access pouch which you can add to any backpack. So kind of a cool feature there, although I don't use it all that often. I like keeping all of my gear in this because it keeps my pockets free when you're sitting on a tight little airplane seat for a couple hours. It just makes my life a lot easier. So you have,
I can understand that. That's way smaller than the pack that I'm carrying now. That can almost fit, like, you know, the one that he's fitting can fit right under the goddamn titty, just right under the, you know what I'm saying, just right under the goddamn nipple, and just sit there where it doesn't go any fucking where.
2 of the Velcro straps, and then also a button snap here, so you could actually put this thing around your belt if you wanted to wear it like one of those little camera pouches on your side. Again, that's something that I don't really use. This larger adjustable strap here is removable, and I basically just throw it over my head, and I can wear this thing up front, kind of on my chest, or flip it around to my back, kind of wear it like a backpack, sort of. Again, there's a lot of dudes out there who are like, oh dude, just have a purse, own up to it, have a purse or a fanny pack. Doesn't bother me. I think this thing looks pretty cool.
I agree with you. To be fair, now I don't know how historically accurate this is, but were caveman, like, didn't caveman have bags when they went out? You know what I'm saying? They would grab their shit and they were going to go hunt a goddamn bison or some animals or some shit. Did they just carry everything in their hands? No, I think they created bags out of, you know, whatever their previous kill was. I'm not trying to justify us wearing fucking purses, Bootsy,
Hey,
okay?
bro, come on now, dog.
I'm digging deep here, sir.
Come on,
I'm fucking
man.
digging deep here, man. I'm just saying, like, just don't fucking worry about it. If you're on the fence about wearing a sling or a fanny pack, just fucking wear it.
And it is super functional. So now let's take a look at what I keep in this pouch right up front here. This big flap is...
Yeah, the fisherman sunglasses are a good alternative. The only issue I have with fisherman sunglasses that, at least in my experience, most fisherman sunglasses are polarized, so you can fucking see through a layer of the water or whatever. I fucking hate wearing polarized sunglasses when I drive. Like the tint, it just throws me off. Like it throws me off. Feels like I'm gonna crash at any fucking moment.
Is magnetic, and this is good for a cell phone. I'm currently carrying the
iPhone 14 Pro Max. You got that big boy.
iPhone 13 Max with a pop socket.
I was wrong.
And honestly, does not fit super well.
I can't carry those big phones. I get it. Better battery life. That's about it.
It does fit. The camera pokes out a little bit there, and the magnet doesn't really close because this phone is pretty large. Honestly, I've been wanting to downsize to just the regular iPhone Pro for a while. If I remove the pop socket, it still doesn't close all that well, but there you go.
I think my phone will fit in there. I carry the Google Pixel 7, and my work phone's a 13 Pro, not the Pro. He has a Pro Max. So I think mine would fit in there pretty fucking easy. Freaking flip phones for the goddamn win, sir. I'm just saying. Flip phones for the goddamn win.
Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like when your phone is in there. My phone is generally in my hand or in my pocket while I'm traveling, so I don't really use that pocket all that often.
Yeah, I don't know. When I'm traveling, I like my phone to be in a sling. Listen, most of the time I wear analog watches or digital watches. Like, you know, but when I travel, I almost always wear a smartwatch. Because if I have a gate change or my flight is running late, or if my bag gate is, you know, has changed and I just got off the airplane, I always wear a smartwatch. That's the only time I religiously wear a fucking smartwatch. The other time I wear a smartwatch quite often is when I fucking cut the goddamn grass. No, listen, I cut the grass.
Now,
okay?
dog. Come on,
Listen.
man.
Now, I wear a Whoop band. I don't know if you guys ever heard of this shit before. I wear a Whoop fitness tracker or whatever. And shout out to Whoop. They did send this shit out to me. They sent it out to me. They gave me a few month trial, but after that, I'm on the hook for the rest. So It's not a forever free thing for me. I'm liking the Whoop so far, but the Whoop gives me too much fucking information. Too much information. It's fucking telling me how good I slept and how my REM sleep is and how many times did I wake up and did I scratch my balls in the middle of the night and all sorts of shit like goddamn Whoop. So those are the 2 times I religiously wear a smartwatch. Other than that, I like analog watches. So I personally don't like my phone in my hand when I'm traveling. But you know, to each their own.
And just to kind of store my sunglasses. Now for the main pouch, there are really nice weather sealed
Got those nice AquaGuard zippers. Alpaca's freaking killing it.
zippers
man.
around the outside, so this thing can get wet when it's outside in the rain or in the snow. You don't have to worry too much about your contents in here getting wet. When you unzip it all the way, it kind of accordions out, and then it has these 2 little pieces of fabric in here that keeps it from opening.
I agree. The cutting the glare is true. The only issue for me is I don't know if my GMC, I drive a 2015 GMC Sierra. I don't think it has tint on the front window, but whenever I'm wearing the glasses, like I get like purple in my vision. I don't know how to explain it. And it's multiple different brands of polarized lenses, from Nike, from Ray-Ban. And also I can't really see my cell phone, not my cell phone, but my head unit. Like it's hard to see my head unit when I'm wearing polarized glass. Maybe I just need to fucking go balls to the wall and buy some fucking $250 polarized lenses. Maybe I'm peasant level still. Smart Mots forever. Listen, I have a TicWatch Pro something. TicWatch Pro 2020. I wear it every now and again.
All the way, of course, dumping your items onto the ground. Now, first up, most importantly, when traveling, I keep right on the outside here, of course, I have a wallet. Now
he's showing this in the back of his van. I thought this video was gonna be at the airport. I guess for me, like Mikey Daily Carey did a video like this and he showed his shit. Like he did the video and he also did an Instagram post afterwards showing his items at the fucking airport. So I'm watching this video, Talent, and I listen, OG, I definitely rely on your expertise, but I want to just make sure everything you're about to show me is not going to get me fucking hemmed up by some freaking TSA agent with a goddamn brick on because they think I fucking look good or they want to take my goddamn shit. I'm just saying, which one is it, sir?
This is the first time in a long time that you guys have seen me kind of going outside of my norm for a wallet, but when I was ordering this pack right here in black and orange, I noticed that Alpaca also makes tiny little card wallets. So here I have a wallet with just...
Okay, sir. I like minimalistic wallets that go with the item make a lot of sense. It says I can't wear polarized glasses when I drive. They make the gauge clusters on LCD screen look super dark. I think that's how I'm trying to describe it. Is that the LCD screen looks all weird. The LCD screen looks a little weird. Y'all do me a favor. Hold these titties real quick because one of my kiddos is doing a lot right now. I'll be back. Get off that fucking pole. All right, man, we're gonna power through the rest of this video because I got a toddler emergency. It's not like a barn burner, like stop what I'm doing right now emergency, but you know, we're gonna bang through the rest of this because I am interested to see what the hell he's carrying. Make sure you hit that goddamn like button, man. Make that shit happen real quick.
Just 4 cards in it. It is all black. Super.
See, I don't know if 4 cards would work for me though. Let me think. Family account, personal account. I don't really carry credit cards ever. I guess 4 cards would work. Driver's license and yeah, I guess
nice
4 cards
and
would work.
slim. And then on the inside here, there is some orange material, and you can stick a couple of bills in there.
So cash is king in a lot of countries. Don't think I'll ever drop a. Yeah, I think that cash is king in a lot of places. I was in Greece once, and literally, I'm so used to, my card, just whipping out a card and paying for shit. And I was in Greece one time. I ate at this restaurant. When I got done eating, I went to pay. I handed lady my card. She says, "Oh no, I don't take." She said it in broken English because I don't fucking know Greece. She didn't know English that well. She was like, "Just come back tomorrow and fucking pay." I said, "What?
What?
Tomorrow?"
Bro, what are you talking about?
Like, you have that much trust in me to not. Greece was one of the last countries to come over to the euro. They were, at this time when I was there, they were going through like a level of, I don't know, bankruptcy, whatever you fucking call it, when a country's currency is upside down. And I was like, this makes sense. Why? Like, why are you letting me leave? I've had this delicious ass meal and I don't have to pay for it till tomorrow. I walked around for 2 hours until I found an ATM and paid that woman.
There, I don't carry cash all that often, but you can carry a couple $100 in here if you have some big bills. Right now I only have 2 bills.
X says your mini-me is going off. Listen, KW, sir, first off, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a goddamn member. Secondly, you don't want to know how bad this toddler emergency is. Watching the rest of this video is bringing me down for calmness. It's bringing me down calmly. This whoop also tells me how stressed out I am. If I didn't walk away from my 2 toddlers right now, then it was gonna be a lot of fucking furniture moving around, and we don't want that stuff. Okay.
He needs some milk.
I did not want a bunch of furniture moving around, so I told myself, let me go back down with the battalion, finish the video, and then we can calmly go take care of this toddler emergency. I put on Trolls on Netflix. They're still breathing, they're still living, and we're gonna keep pushing.
Bills in here, generally the more bills that you put in here, the harder it is to get your cards out of this wallet.
Now, by toddler emergency, you know what that means, right? I'm not talking about some shit like, oh, emergency, X, you're still on live. I mean, like, kids draw on walls and shit. You fill in the blank. Some shit you think a toddler can do that would be urgent, but you don't need to take care of immediately. Drawing on walls, ripping off wallpaper, ripping up stuff, tearing up paper, dumping dirty clothes on the floor, taking their sheets off their bed. Fill in the fucking blank. It's a fucking emergency, but I don't need to stop what I'm
2
doing.
bills seems to work perfect for me, and then I just kind of slide the card up and out. I keep my main use cards on this side and then my ID and everything else on the other.
I mean, I've seen a lot of these type of wallets, and I have them, but I need like a little bit more. This is one area where the level of swag means a little bit more for you, right?
Now, moving down in this pouch, there are 2 little elastic straps which you can hold other gear with, and then
He says, was in Canada, motel wouldn't take my credit card or cash, wanted a debit card. There you go. I don't know why they wouldn't take cash, but absolutely. They want your debit card. Like, for some reason, they just have, maybe their systems couldn't handle it, or maybe they didn't feel comfortable. I don't know. It was weird. I had the similar experiences when I was in Spain. And it's the further you get away from the main cities. I wasn't in Athens. I was in Crete, which is an island off of the coast of Greece. And that's when I had that experience. But when I was in Spain, I was in this place called Sierra del Roton, I think. Sierra, Sierrr del something. I was out in that town, and they also had me the same type of experience.
And then a deeper pouch that goes all the way to the bottom. On the left-hand side here, this is where I keep my business cards.
You know, I need to make some fucking business. I need to be like you, son.
Custom business cards online, company called Moo, and I ordered this orange little business card holder in here as well. They offer a bunch of different cases depending on what kind of cards you're making. I made these cards in Photoshop. I'll show you just the back side.
See, I like the way that looks. And I can make those myself with my laser engraver. I'm trying to think, like, how do I carry something? You know, how do I carry some things that I tell somebody I do YouTube or I can do consulting or I do whatever. People don't really carry business cards anymore, but carrying shit like that is fucking fire. People will keep it, they'll remember it, etc., etc. I might want to do something like that
on there because
Moo, he says, right? Let's see. Does he have that shit linked up? No, I don't see it. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that shit
I don't
up.
want to give away some personal information, but Psy Camo on there, Psy Productions, really cool, unique style business cards, and they actually have orange inlaid on the side there, so pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Business cards. That reminds me back to one of my early EDC videos when I was talking about carrying business cards. My channel was very small, and a lot of comments were people making fun of me for carrying.
Talon, you bring up a lot of stuff about people making fun. I like the fact that you address it when it comes to the MERS or carrying business card. Who fucking cares,
business
right?
cards, and I think I got the last laugh.
Did you not get the fucking last laugh, my guy? I'm just saying. Obviously got the last laugh. You know, I use that as a fucking segue to fucking look up these goddamn business cards. You know what I'm saying? But it's just,
Hey, bro, come
I
on
wanted to
now,
look the
dog.
shit up. I just want to have the page saved, so when the
on,
live stream is
man.
over, I can go look the
Because
shit up.
these have become super useful, and of course this is what I'm doing full time now. So it's always nice to have a good business card on you in case you run into people while you're traveling.
Freaking Dwayne is a man of many places. Lives in Chicago, snowbirds in goddamn Florida, has favorite spots in goddamn Boston. Sir, I want to be like you when I fucking grow up, sir. I'm just saying, god damn. Man, oh man. I can feel you on that, though. Some places just want that bread.
Next up, right next to the business card holder, I have this little guy here. I believe I got this in a mail time video a long time ago.
I need USB charges streamline. I need some shit like that. As well.
And it's not something that I talk about very often, but I use this thing quite frequently. It has a little clip on the back here, so I clip that to the inside of the Alpaca pouch. And then there's just a tiny little USB.
See, I need something small like that. Where's my goddamn solution for it? I'm gonna show y'all. So he has that small, I have a small cable, but I have two of them, and I'm not the biggest fan of the sizing. All right, let me show you my shit real quick. So is it not in here? Did it fucking grow? No, here it is right here. So in this pouch behind my battery charger, I keep these little cords, and I have two of them. They're really small, and one of them is for USB Type-C to USB Type-C. The other one's USB Type-C to Lightning, and I can't fucking wait to get rid of my fucking iPhone so I don't have to carry that cable anymore. It's small and all, but I want something a little bit more streamlined. The reason I don't carry something like he has is I like fast charging. This baby cord can do 100 watts of charging. So between this and my battery charger, I can fast charge my devices. But I'm just not a huge fan of carrying two different devices. If I could just get one fast charging device, I don't want USB Type A to USB. I want both, you know, I want one side to be USB Type C, and I want it to be fast charging, and that's a dilemma I'm having. It's a fucking first world problem, okay? I get it. It is a fucking first world problem, but I would love something slick like that.
Lightning port on here. Also inside here, you have a Lightning to USB-C adapter, so you can charge any kind.
See, I've seen that they sell plenty of those all over the place, you know, but I think that for me personally, it doesn't charge fast enough. So Timber says, what was that light in your bag? That's the EDC 27. It's the only light in this bag. Yeah. I'm trying to see how many flashlights do I have. I only have one in here. So what I have in here right now is the EDC 27 by Nightcore. And excuse my old ass camera. But I've talked about this in other videos and in the past and stuff like that. And I think that's the only light I have in here. Yeah. You only got one light in that bag. I'll do a video about that bag here soon. I want to carry it a little bit more to see how I feel about it.
kind of Android, iPhone, Apple device. There's also a SIM card tool down in here, which I've never used, but it's in there, and I don't even think.
I mean, if you travel to another country and you buy a, I've done that before. You travel to another country and you buy a SIM card, then you'll have the ability to quickly switch that SIM card out and use the exact same phone. What's in my pocket? Say, X, are you going to address Taylor Martin's post? Yes, I addressed it earlier. You can either rewind in this live stream or you can watch the replay.
Think about it. So most of my devices, when it comes to camera stuff, any kind of editing equipment, most of the gear that I carry is either the lightning port or the USB-C.
Cannot wait to get rid of my fucking lightning. Cannot wait. Come on, iPhone 15, man. Drop that shit on my fucking head, man. Pause. I'm just saying, give it to me real quick, man. I know you're going that USB Type-C. I can feel it in my bones.
Eventually, it should just be all USB-C, but we'll get there eventually. So I keep that little cord in here to go along with this tiny little Halo battery charger. I think I got this as like a Christmas gift. It is, I believe, 5,000 milliamp hours.
See, I'm such a snob when it comes to my charging cables and my actual battery bank. My battery bank has to be PD or power delivery. It needs to be able to fast charge. I use a RAV power battery bank. That's a nice battery bank or whatever, but if the shit can't fast charge and if it can't do power delivery, I fucking won't carry it.
So just enough to add a little bit more power to whatever devices you're carrying with you. Generally, my phone, it charges up pretty quickly, and there are a bunch of ports on here for whatever you may need to charge. Just like headphones, I of course have fully dove into the Apple ecosystem.
Another thing about goddamn AirPods, they are god tier noise cancellation. A transparency mode is fantastico. But until it goes USB Type-C, I can't fucking do it.
Because it's what I use for everything that I do here. I use Final Cut Pro to edit my videos, which is an Apple product. I use the iPad and Adobe Lightroom and Photoshop and all that stuff.
Yeah, I agree with that. It says I have a 6-foot cable Anchor. Does 240 standard, one chain. Yeah, so I have so my cable, the cable that I use is a 240 watt cable. I don't have any devices that can charge over 100 watts. If I get some powerful PC, maybe maybe I'll have it in the future, but I future-proof my cable. So I spent $100 on my cable, but the entire system is this freaking, this charging system is, I forget the name of the company. They sent me some products for free, and then I liked it so much I ended up buying more, but they sent this extensive charging system. This cable can do 240 watts of charging, and it's great. It's long. This is by Ahoy, AOHI. Anyway, so it does it's great for that type of level of charging, but I want a small cable that can give me a lot of wattage, a whole lot of goddamn wattage.
Do my work. So I'm still not like a huge Apple guy, but when I of course have an iPhone to use some of that software, the Apple AirPod Pros pair very nicely. Noise canceling, these are technically the older model now, but that's something that I always have to have with me on a flight. Generally with noise canceling on while I'm watching a movie, it will last a full flight, but towards the end they will start to die. I would say right now these have a lifespan of probably like 4 to 5 hours.
Yeah, they're great, but until they come USB Type-C, I just don't have any headphones for my iPhone. So my main headphones are the Google Pixel Buds Pro or whatever the hell they're called, and then I have a pair of Sony XWXM, fucking weird ass names. But I don't have any AirPods. I need USB Type-C.
With the noise canceling on them, so not great, but not bad enough that I think I'm going to upgrade anytime soon. And now, since I'm flying and I can't carry my normal tools like I mentioned in the beginning, I do generally always fly with a Travax Talon, and I use this thing kind of as like a makeshift knife.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Different solutions. I like different solutions for this TSA problem.
When I get to my destination, generally you need a knife in your everyday life. So I use this thing to open packages. It's really just like a flat little pry bar on the end. You guys have seen me talk about these a million times. So instead of using this as a carabiner to keep my keys, of course I'm not really flying with my keys very often, I will use this just for its multi-tool function. Bottle opener, Phillips head.
What do you guys think? Do you think TSA will let this fly? So I have this carabiner by Rovivon, and it's super small. And I think I'm wondering about it is, would this fly with TSA? So it's a super small carabiner, but one side of it does have a blade. I think that blade's too, that's technically a knife. That wouldn't fly, right? So that's in one side. I don't think that will fly with TSA. I mean, it's super small. It's like smaller than a number 11. It's smaller than a number 11 blade, but I don't think that will fly with TSA.
Flathead, pry bar. It's a great tool and I use it all the time. And then last but not least, I have been carrying a flashlight again, at least when I have.
This goddamn EDC is freaking everywhere, man. This shit in Nicor sent me one. Talon, did they send that to you, sir? I don't think you've disclosed if any of these companies have sent you shit, which you don't have to do, but they sent the shit to me. Obviously, you got one. I don't know if they sent it to you.
This thing has not seen any pocket time. It just kind of lives in my Alpaca pouch. And this is a light that I opened in my mail time video. This is the Nicor EDC 27.
Fucking big.
It has a really nice.
And if you don't have it locked, that has a locking feature, you will accidentally turn it on.
Deep pocket clip. Of course, it's not going in my pocket, but it holds securely in this bag. It has a nice display on here too, which is cool for a flashlight. If I click the normal button to turn it on, it shows 15 lumens and it gives you a run time as well. Now, if I half press that main button, it will bump up to 65 lumens, again up to 200 lumens, and then finally 1,000 lumens.
Listen, I am not a fan of when flashlights are shying towards YouTube videos. I try not to do it. Vitalis, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a goddamn member. But yeah, I like the thing. I'm a big fan of the flashlight.
Super bright for a tiny little rechargeable pocket light like this. Tap it one more time to go back into 15, and when I turn the light off and then turn it back on, it's going to remain in the same mode that I turned it off in. Now there is also like a turbo mode on here. If I full press that, it's going to strobe 3,000 lumens, which is pretty wild. If I half press that, you just get momentary on of 3,000 lumens, so kind of like a tactical application there. I generally don't need 3,000 lumens.
I agree. The reason I'm giving away all the Olights recently sent to me, and I only need like 1 or 2 flashlights that can do 3,000 lumens. One of them stays with my hunting kit. Those need to be bright because the woods are fucking dark as shit. But here in the urban concrete jungle, I don't fucking need 3,000 lumens
when it comes to a pocket light like this, but it is nice to have. For the most part, I just tap it, turn it on to 15 lumens, and you have a nice light. So that is about all that I carry with me when I'm at an airport.
All right, sir. I kind of wish the video, you know, I appreciate it. I kind of wish it was featured like at the airport. I thought we were getting this sauce at the airport. I want to know, make sure all that shit can make it through goddamn TSA. Because some of them goddamn TSA agents are some monsters, man. Listen, guys, thank you once again for stopping by for another live stream. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you a part of the battalion. If you're already part of the battalion, thank you once again for coming by, watching me run my grape. For everyone else, we'll speak soon.